July 15th, 1969. Cape Canaveral, the night before the great day. Tawdry and teeming and alive, the Cape was a magnet that night for Americans from all over the country. 3 men were about to go to the moon in a rocket. 3 men atop a 6 million-pound firecracker. A Roman candle for a Roman circus.
The forecast, plenty of sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high.
Good morning. It's T-minus 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 53 seconds, and counting. Just an hour and a half. If all goes well, Apollo 11 astronauts, Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins, are to lift off from pad 39A out there on the voyage man always has dreamed about. Next stop for them, the moon.
This is Apollo 7 launch control. We're now less than 16 minutes away from the planned liftoff of the Apollo 11 space vehicle. All still going well with the countdown at this time.
The vehicle starting to pressurize as far as the propellant tanks are concerned, and all is still go as we're 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Tower cleared.
Okay, we got a roll program.
Building shaking. We're getting that buffeting we've become used to. What a moment. Man on the way to the moon.
On that day, what tied us together was fear and hope. How small the capsule. How brave those 3 men.
8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second. Inboard cutoff. Inboard engines out. I'm inboard cutoff. Downrange 35 miles, 30 miles high. Standing by for the outboard engine cut down now. Staging. And ignition. 11 Houston, thrust is go. All engines, you're looking good. Hi, Roger. You're loud and clear, Houston. 3 minutes downrange, 70 miles, 43 miles high, velocity 9,300 feet per second.
The sky was still above, the earth was still below.
Tower's going. Roger, tower. Neil Armstrong confirming both the engine skirt separation and the launch escape tower separation. Houston, be advised the visual is go today. This is Houston, Roger out. Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look out. 11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good. Downrange 140 miles, altitude 62 miles, velocity 10,300 feet per second.
America on a hot summer Sunday in July. In Las Vegas, the gamblers were giving 6 to 5 on a successful moon landing and 5 to 3 on a successful return.
Booster says it's looking good at 5 minutes.
As the moment of the moon landing approached, as the lives of 3 Americans were in balance in the sky, at exactly that same time, these fragments of conversations were being spoken on the earth. If you listen closely, you'll hear some of the short stories that make up the American novel of our lives.
Hey, we talk languages here. Hey, todo barato. Bueno barato. Hey, Satsuki mamas, we got it there for you. Hey, help me keep my wife in the country.
Jim, this is a mint julep. You ought to have one of them.
This
Want one?
is a Tom Collins. It's better.
We'll be placing you on 32 days special leave. When this leave terminates, you'll be reported to Dix, New Jersey for onward transportation back to Vietnam.
Downrange 270 miles, altitude 82 miles, velocity 12,472 feet per second. Fly to S4B to COI capability. Okay.
Richard and Terry, I'm sure that both of you are aware that marriage is the oldest rite and the oldest ceremony of mankind.
Figuring all the money that I ain't. We'll rock our line, everybody go. We'll rock our line, we'll rock our line, everybody go. Everybody wants to line, gotta ride it like a body, get it, take it out and live it, rock our line. Hold on now.
Money isn't, money as far as the yearly income doesn't make a bit of difference as far as happiness is concerned.
Heck, it doesn't. You've got to have enough to live on, to pay your bills, and send your children to school bills.
Sometimes I've been charged with being an elitist. Well, of course I am. What do people expect? God forbid that we should be without an elite. Is everything to be done by gray mediocrity?
I loathe people who cannot reconcile themselves with this country because it isn't perfect. Who the hell are they to expect America to be perfect? America was built by the scum of the earth there, and we created a tremendous country here. How can you expect this thing to be perfect? You got to get down on your knees and praise the Lord that the scum accomplished so much.
Nationality.
My nationality is Afro-American.
What is freedom?
Freedom is black power.
What is black power?
Black power is...
Do you know what black power is?
No.
Well, then you should never make any statements if you don't know what they mean.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Everyone's reporting go here in the control center.
So in 6 minutes, starting to get motors.
2 hours into the mission, the spacecraft accelerates towards orbit.
Altitude is 100 miles, downrange 883 miles. Outboard engine cut off.
And ignition. Ignition confirmed. Thrusters go, 11. Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are confirmed to go for orbit. Roger. 1.4 by 103.6. This is Apollo Control. We have less than 10 minutes now until loss of signal on the 13th revolution. During this revolution, we will be giving the crew on the lunar module a go, no-go for the descent orbit insertion maneuver. Coming up on 5 minutes to ignition, Gene Kranz getting a go, no-go for descent.
Okay,
All flight controllers, go for landing. Retro. Go. Fido. Go. Guidance. Go. Control. Go. Telcom. Go. GNC. Go. Ecom. Go. Surgeon. Go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
Eagle, this is Columbia. You're go for PDI, and they recommend you yaw right 10 degrees and try the high gate again.
Eagle, Houston, we rig you now. You're go for PDI, over. Roger, understand. Lights on.
Surprise.
Eagle looking great. Your go. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Eagle looking great. 21 down. 33 degrees. 100 feet down at 19. 540 feet down at 30. 10 and 50 feet down at 4. 30 and a half down. They're pegged on horizontal velocity. 300 feet down, 3.5. 47 forward. Put up. On 1.5 down. At the shadow out there. Forward. Good. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Straight shadow. 4 forward, down a half. 30 seconds forward. Good. Okay. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. APA at a descent. Mode control both auto. Descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. 413 is in. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Thank you.
And there they sit on the
You're
moon.
looking good here.
I thought never in human history have so many people shared the same moment, shared the same tongue, no matter what the language of astonishment might be.
私たちは待っているとque l'homme pour la première fois prenne pied sur la Lune.
O godzinie 4:17 rano, czasu przylądka Kennedy, astronauta Neil Armstrong
等待着人类首次登陆月球的月面に到着しました。ケープケネディ時間で4時17分。
während die Welt darauf wartet, dass ein Mensch zum ersten Mal den Mond.
Roger, Eagle, and you are safe for T1. Over. Eagle, you are safe for T1. I'm on the porch.
Roger, Neil. Remind him as soon as he tethers the camera, contingency sample.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. The ladder, the LEM footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the LEM now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil.
It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here.
It's a very simple matter to hop down from one step to the next.
Yes, I found it to be very comfortable, and walking is also very comfortable. You take a step. Yep. About a 3-footer. Magnificent sight out here. Out up to the rock here. Neil, this is Houston. Did you get the Hasselblad magazine? Houston, did you get the Hasselblad magazine? Yes, I did. And we got about, I'd say, 20 pounds of carefully selected, if not documented, samples. Houston, Roger. Well done. Out at the second box.
Unofficial time off the surface at 1:11:37:32.
Eagle, Houston, you're looking good to us. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Port stage, engine arm ascent. Proceed. Beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second up. Very smooth. Very quiet ride. There's that one crater on there.
80 feet per second vertical rise.
Eagle Houston, request manual start override. Roger. Eagle Houston, 1 minute, you're looking good. No matter where you travel, it's always nice to get home. We concur, 11. We'll be happy to have you back.
There's only one city in America that keeps all its lights on all the time. Las Vegas pulsed brash against the desert night. We went there just to see how the high-risk people felt about the dangers to the crew of Apollo 11. After the liftoff from the moon, the casinos turned off their television sets, the gamblers stopped watching, and the town went back to its own odds. On the day man landed on the moon, death was defied. A double somersault and a half twist. Nobody even looked up.
And 11 Houston, you're going over the hill there shortly. You're looking mighty fine to us. See you later.
Blackout very shortly. There's blackout.
No, you can still see it. You can see the red ball. It's awfully tough because it's awfully cloudy.
Apollo 11 should be on main chutes now.
Strokes. Apollo 11 Houston, your diski reading please, over.
man first landed on the moon, we watched the long sunset on the country they had come from. From the East Coast, the Tidewater country of Virginia, the small towns of the Midwest and South, the Great Plains, west of Hawaii, where it was almost tomorrow. The music you're hearing is part of the New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak, a Czech who spent a pleasant July in Spillville, Iowa, 75 years earlier. The astronauts carried this tape all the way to the moon and back. In the cargo manifest of Apollo 11, it was listed as part of the personal support system. It's been 20 years now since that day, and we note this. Our days and our years are measured by the sun and its warmth. For most of us, the moon's a wanderer, slipping in and out of our nights, as elusive as memory. We live with it, but not by it. That's why we put these old scenes together, to drift back to a great day when the moon was at the center of our thoughts, and to remember three fine men who once went there and came back.